The primary duty of a flight attendant is to ensure the safety and security of passengers on board. Many want to be a flight attendant, but only a few are chosen to take on the task. Welcome to Fly High Manila TV, everyone. And in this special series of videos, we will take you behind the scene on what it takes to be a cabin crew, from recruitment to training. So buckle up, put your seats in upright position, and welcome to a special episode called How to be a Cabin Crew. The general misconception cabin crew members is that their primary duty is to serve chicken or beef. Well, honestly, it's not that. Their primary duty is actually about safety, and that is to ensure the safety and security of our passengers on board an aircraft. That being said, since it deals with life, the training program is a very important part in the journey of a trainee to become a cabin crew. Welcome to our very first episode of How to be a Cabin Crew here on Fly High Manila TV. And I am here at the PAL Learning Center to interview a senior training specialist or senior trainer here at Philippine Airlines. So accompany me as we talk to Sid. Okay, I am here inside one of the training facilities here at the PAL Learning Center. And with me is Sid Columna. He is a senior in-flight trainer here at PAL. So Sid, welcome to our very first episode of How to be a Cabin Crew. And first of all, thank you talaga for taking time off your busy schedule. I understand may, ilan ba yung ongoing training yan?
As of now, by the way, good morning. Anyway, we have different classes here. We have different trainings that is ongoing in PLC. We have recurrent training classes wherein all current cabin crew members are or have to undergo this training as required by the CAAP or the CAAP. And then we also have this initial cabin crew training. We have two classes there, and
two classes ongoing, yes, right now.
Ongoing right now. We have two classes, and more to come for this year.
So there are two types of training classes usually, diba?
Yes.
The basic and the recurrent.
Recurrent training.
Anong ibig sabihin ng ICCT ulit?
ICCT is your initial cabin crew training. This is the training for all fresh blood, those who came from other from colleges and other industries. Then they applied for being a cabin crew. So
let's get down to being a cabin crew. Kasi ang alam ko yung training yung most challenging part actually. Yes. For someone to earn his or her wings. But before we go to training, ano bang role or what's the primary role of a cabin crew on board an aircraft?
You know, Mod, there are different misconceptions about the cabin crew. They say that cabin crew is just there to serve the passengers, to give them food.
Chicken or beef.
Chicken or beef, yeah. Red wine or white wine. In fact, they're wrong. Cabin crew are there for the safety and security of all the passengers, to bring these passengers from point A to point B safely. 100% whole pa rin ang passengers.
Kasi, di ba, I mean, when someone buys a plane ticket, they don't buy a plane ticket to eat eh. They
Yes.
buy a plane ticket to go from one place to another.
Yes.
At syempre, if you're flying inside an aircraft at 40,000 feet, it's not like riding a bus or an airplane na if anything happens, titigil lang baba, di ba? Hindi ganun eh. You're above, you're in the sky, you're cruising at speeds of 800 kilometers per hour. Kung kayo nabibilisan na sa 100 kilometers per hour, think of 800 kilometers per hour. Akala niyo lang mabagal, ha? But it's not eh. Kasi you're high above. So you think na an airplane's to, but actually that's 800 kilometers per hour. You're flying at that speed. That's how important safety is in the sky. So in that case, yun nga, before of course they become a flight attendant, they have to go through training.
Yes, that's correct.
Kasi nga, since as you mentioned, primary duty nila is to ensure safety and security of passengers, mabigat yung role. And since mabigat yung role, because this deals with lives, I'm guessing, mabigat rin yung training.
Of course.
So, in that case, ano yung training program? Meaning, how long? And then, what are the steps? What's the process? What happens within those months of training? And ano yung level of effort na dapat ilagay nila?
Okay. With the Philippine Airline cabin crew training, we have a 70-day training program. 70-day training program, that's more or less. During that training, we train our trainees to be familiarized with aircraft. We have different kinds of aircraft here in Philippine Airlines. They have to know all the safety or the emergency equipment. They should know how to operate such. And then they need to know how to administer first aid to passengers, to the point they need to know how to apply child labor or child how do you call this? Childbirth. That's that's correct. And then they have to know how to combat fire. They need to know how to save somebody during a water landing. So ditching exercise is a part of it.
So dami pala nilang role, no?
Yes,
So,
maraming role.
okay, let's go down the row. Let's go through the roles. Firefighter,
Yes.
nurse, ano yun? Coast Guard.
Yeah, Coast Guard, yes.
Nagkaroon ng water landing. Coast
Security
agad.
guards. So we're
Security
police.
guards. Exactly. Kasi
Diba?
you know what? Kayong first line of defense, di ba?
Exactly.
Kung knock on wood, nagkaroon ng mistaking of the plane or the takeover of an aircraft, first line of defense yun, lalo na sa cockpit. Because usually pag may ganong situation, ang unang is cockpit, and they're the first first line of defense. First line of defense. Pero ako, I need to add one more role.
Yes.
Kaibigan.
Kaibigan, family, kapatid,
Yes.
kapuso,
On board,
lahat. Andiyan
Kasi you
kami.
know what? Ako, I take Philippine Airlines a lot. Anywhere. Domestic, international, I take PAL a lot. The way they, let's say, mag-isa ako, may pagkwentuhan ako, you know what? Parang feeling ko na we've known each other for long. Kasi parang the way we talk, the way we converse, parang kaibigan ko talaga. And kita mo yung friendliness nila, yung smile that, you know, it feels, na, uy, parang we met before. Ganon. So, I must add, kaibigan, pamilya, tropa, ano ba?
Tama ka.
Correct. So, that's another role ng crew. So, that being said, ano dapat yung attitude ng trainee to be able to make it? Kasi, mahirap eh.
Okay.
Mahirap yung training. Ano dapat yung attitude?
You know what, kailangan in order for you to overcome this training, it's you have to have the focus. Focus on these training. Forget first your family reunions, those family events. Forget relationships. For those who have boyfriends, girlfriends.
Ako, pakiulit na Sid, forget what?
Your boyfriends and girlfriends. your
Yeah.
mga issues, your family issues,
Yes,
your
yes.
problems. For example, namatay yung aso mo or whatever. Kalimutan muna natin sila. Basta focus muna tayo sa training.
Kasi long term rin to eh, diba?
Yes.
Mas ano natin,
That's correct.
yung long term or yung short term. Tsaka, I believe also that, parang when they signed the contract or even screening process, alam naman nila that they'll be away from family and loved ones during holiday seasons, during special occasions. They'll be missing reunion. So, at least ngayon pa lang, natitrain na sila, di ba?
Tama.
Since today's a holiday, may basic ongoing class.
Basic class, even the recurrent training. Ayan, nandito yung mga crew to have their training because we are like doctors.
Yes.
We are like policemen. No holidays. No holidays. Yes.
Anytime.
Operation still goes on even if it's holiday, even if it's Christmas, even if it's a New Year or Holy Week, everything. Wala
Saka air
holiday.
travel kasi doesn't stop eh.
Yes.
Kahit nga holidays, may lumilipad pa rin.
Exactly,
So, of course, you guys have to be there. In that case, going back to the pinaka-core ng training. Syempre, after they graduate, di ba? Syempre, nagkakakwentuhan kayo. You share stories. Like, Sir, nakakinayanan ko pala. Sir, grabe, hirap pala ng training. Pero kinayanan ko. Based on what you hear from your trainees, ano yung mga pinaka-mahirap, pinaka-challenging parts dito sa training program ng PAL?
More aside from memorizing lots of technical terms, airline terms, aeronomenclature ang tawag namin dyan, ditching. They have fears even before they got into training. Takot na sila until the day na naandun na sila. Kasi some of these trainees, they are not familiar or they don't even know how to swim.
Wow.
So talagang ganun na lang kagrabe yung takot nila. So for me, that's the most challenging for every trainee we have here.
Tsaka yung exams, ilang percentage?
Well, exams, 90% they should pass.
90%.
Unlike during college, high school,
75,
75, pasok na. This time, no. There's no room for error, Mod.
Tsaka parang buong college term mo pinagsama.
Yes.
Diba? And you know what? The reason why it's also 90%, well, this is what I hear also from other crew members and people in the industry. And based on thanks to Air Crash Investigation, it's a movie series where they investigate air crashes. But anyway, even the smallest bit of mistake, a small tape or a loosened screw or a missing washer can bring down a whole airplane with 100 lives in it. So, dito makikita nyo na there's no room for mistake because one mistake can cost lives. And as Sid mentioned a while ago, the role of the cabin crew is to ensure safety. And when it comes to safety, every bit of detail is considered. Di ba like nga, sabi nga nila, window shades up when taking off.
Yes.
People would ask, bakit kailangan nakataas ang window shades? Anong kinalaman ng window shades ng take-off? They just don't understand na their eyes have to be adjusted to the natural light and so that they can assess the situation outside in case anything happens. So that's how detailed it is. Am I...
That's correct, Mod.
Ganon talaga if you really are within the aviation industry. You get to see the nuts and bolts of everything. So, pag said, ano yung tips for aspiring cabin crew, particularly on getting ready for the training program and setting themselves to face the bigger challenge of training? Kasi yung recruitment is Ilang percent lang yun, yung hirap nun, yung challenge yun compared sa training?
Baka mga 5% lang ang pagpasok mo eh.
Wala eh, di ba?
5% lang, yes, sa recruitment.
Iba yung training eh, hindi akala mo na, kasi you know what, there's some I noticed. Ang focus nila is just to get in. Pero nabubulaga sila sa training eh. So, ano dapat yung tips na, you know, they're prepared?
Okay, as you said, nabubulaga. Yes, you really have to be surprised because you might not know, first module pa lang or first subject pa lang, you can get, you'll be removed. You can get removed from the training because we only allow 90% passing. So, what you really have to do here is to, as I said earlier, you have to be focused. And aside from being focused, you have to listen. Listen well to your trainers. We are giving these trainees these manuals. We call it the CCOM. What is a CCOM? That is your cabin crew operations manual. We're in this place like a Bible during the training, not even during the training, as well as when you get released from training.
Ganon kakapal rin, astig ka sa Bible.
You know what? Yes, actually it is. This thick with different chapters. But I have to double it because there are 2 volumes, Amon. 2 volumes of this thick.
Ganon kakapal. And how long again do they have to?
70, they have a 70-day training, so they have to bring it every day during their training.
Hindi man kailangan naman memorize yung lahat.
Hindi naman kailangan memorize. Yes. Intindihin nilang maigi. Basahin nila. Kung meron silang questions, pwede nilang basahin doon and even ask their trainers.
Yes. So again, what's basahin, right?
Basahin. They have to read it.
You have to read. So I suggest ngayon pa lang magbasa na kayo. Learn how to read, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi
not only just read more, they have to understand as well.
Understand, comprehend. Kasi ganun ka pala eh.
Yes.
In college nga, one whole semester, ganung libro, and you don't finish all. Ito, you finish all, di ba? You go through each and every page kasi everything's detailed there, di ba?
That's correct.
Tapos, how could they prepare for like the drills, like ditching in particular? Because I believe that, you know, though of course, I think inform ba sila during recruitment pa lang na magdi-ditch sila sa tubig?
Actually, meron ng mga hearsays. Of course, these aspirants or applicants have friends already who got in. That's why they wanted to apply as well. So from then, they're given these feedbacks that ditching is already a challenge for them. That's going to be a challenge for them.
Do you suggest na get a little bit of basic swimming?
Yes, we some of those trainees as well are doing that. They already hire somebody or they enroll themselves to swimming or learning lessons in preparation for this ditching exercise we have. Because there are trainees also who are removed from training because of ditching.
Just for information ko lang. What happens during a ditching drill?
Well, they have to swim from point A to point B end to end on a 10-foot deep pool, Olympic-sized pool, and then it's around 25 meters, if I'm not mistaken. They have to swim from there to there and finish it without any life vest, without any help, and not beside the gutter, but in the middle of the pool.
May floating rin.
Yes, you will be asked to float, and of course, after that, you will be asked to pull somebody from point A to point B, because that is our role. That is the role of a cabin crew, to save somebody during a water landing.
Alangan naman yung passenger pa magsisave sa crew, di ba? Huwag naman ganon. So, That's why ditching is very important. Akala natin yun lang, pero it's challenging, but marami silang matututunan dito.
Yes.
Ngayon, with regards to Philippine Airlines, what does it take to become a Philippine Airlines cabin crew?
Mo and my personal tip for these aspirants is to have a puso. I said earlier that they have to be focused. So if you're focused, dapat isa puso ninyo. Dibdibin ninyo lahat itong training na to. Hindi to basta-bastang parang school buko lang during our college days para lang makapasa. We have to attend. No. We have to attend to learn. We have to put it into our hearts and minds na dapat matapos natin to because we are going to use these learnings, because we are going to use this training as our we have to be equipped in case we get released to become a real cabin crew.
So again, for this very first episode, we are happy to have here Sid to give you a bird's eye view. Later on, as we go through, as we create more videos about how to be a cabin crew, us ourselves will experience it. Kung ano yung sinabi ni Sid kanina, may experience na rin namin yun. Pwera lang sa ditching, ha?
Of course.
Ayoko ng ditching, please. But should the airline allow, we'll try to go, we'll try to make this as comprehensive as possible. So at least you basically know kung ano yung cover natin throughout, and this is a chance for you to prepare, to napaghandaan yung not only recruitment but training, because as Sid said, ilang percent nga lang yung recruitment compared to training.
5% lang yan. 5%
5% lang yun. So, huwag kayo masyadong focus lagi sa, makapasok pero mabubulaga kayo sa training. Now pa lang, we're telling you what the training program is all about, and we're gonna go down to it in a series of videos. So, thank you very much, Sid, for taking time off your class, and we hope to learn more about the training program. Cabin crew love, everyone.